Hey guys, Out Nature here, and I got an interesting video for you guys today. So, I had something happen with the Suburban, unfortunately, and I'll put a clip in here. So yeah, that happened. I'm not entirely sure exactly what happened there. The Suburban went in the water and it died. I'm not sure if the water got too high, got into the air box, got into the engine, hydrolocked it, or if it did something with the electricity or the electrical system, because that Suburban had quite a few electrical problems, which you guys, I guess, didn't really know about. But so yeah, I'm not sure if either the electricity was messed up or the engine hydrolocked, but that was the end of the Suburban, unfortunately. She got totaled out, and yeah, it's where we are today. But good news, I have a new vehicle, and I'm really excited about this one, guys. It's a 2001 Toyota 4Runner Limited. It's pretty nice. I found it pretty much by accident. I only paid $2,500 for it, so that's pretty nice. As you can see, the picture that I put on my Instagram, if you guys saw that, it's a little different. It looks a little different than how it is now. I cut off removed the lower half of the bumper here, this whole plastic area, but I cut off I cut out the turning lights. I cut out the turning lights and reattached those. I don't like the way they look right now. They look kind of weird, so I'm probably gonna figure out some way to make them look better. I don't know, maybe change the shape a little, make them, I don't really know, but I'll figure that out at some point and let you guys know. Also, I got over on this side, I cut this part at a weird angle, so I have to straighten that out. But those are minor things that I'm not too bothered with at the moment. But yeah, here she is. So I'm pretty happy with her so far. Of course, she does have a 3.4 liter V6 in it, which is a lot different from the 5.3 liter V8 that was in the Suburban. So definitely not as powerful, but that's fine. It's not really for that anyway. From what I've seen, these things are extremely capable off-road, so that's one of the things that I like about it. Obviously, I think she looks pretty good too, even for a smaller SUV. It's not as bulky as the Suburban, of course. It's a lot more slim and trim, which I like that about it too. Obviously, it can fit more places, go in more trails and whatnot than the Suburban. And obviously, being shorter, having a smaller wheelbase, it can turn in a tighter radius than the Suburban could. So it's pretty nice. Let's take a look inside. Once we do that, you can definitely see the lack of space compared to the Suburban. As you can see, pretty much all of my tools and things they take up literally the entire area of the vehicle behind the seats. So there's definitely some better way that I can organize all this, and one of these days I'll figure it out. But I'm just gonna play around with it until I come to that solution. Some guys put either a piece of wood or aluminum across the back here and pretty much make a second floor so you can store things under it and then on top of it as well. That would definitely make things look less cluttered. So I mean, take a piece of 4x8 plywood and cut it down, maybe put some vinyl carpet, something over top of it so it looks a little cleaner, and that doesn't sound like a bad solution at all. Might be something I'll give a try in the future. But I mean, I still have all the tools. Most of it's in either there or there, but still got the backpack, of course, boots, that kind of stuff. I gotta find a place to put my walking stick though. I think it should be short enough that I can just toss it in here, no problem. But I'm gonna have to find out, figure out a way to better store this stuff, because I'd like to be able to still use the actual seats, but at the moment, obviously, that's not very possible. So I'll have to figure that one out. But yeah, I like it quite a bit. It's been a nice ride for the past 2-3 days that I've owned it. Plans for it. First, I need tires, because these are obviously just street tires. So definitely more off-road tires, and I know what tires I want to get, so I'm just gonna wait a little bit, save a little bit, and I'll get those for it. After that, probably the next thing will be a winch. Very essential tool for off-road vehicles, in case you need to recover yourself if you get stuck or something like that. So tires and winch are the next two big things that should be happening with this. And I got some other small things I want to do. I want to replace the radio in here. It's just really old, obviously, with it being 2001. It's 19 years ago. So replace the radio with something a little bit more modern. Speakers, put some more speakers in it. Because I think for some odd reason this one doesn't work super well. So whenever you play music, you can pretty much only hear it coming from over there. So I mean, when there's a sound or when there's music with bass, you can feel it over in here. So this speaker works. I don't know why this speaker isn't, or at least it doesn't seem as loud as that one. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. But overall, I like it quite a bit. Now, one thing that I'm not quite used to over here, and you can see the drum is quite a bit rusted, but it has drum brakes in the rear instead of disc brakes. Now, up in front, it does have the disc brakes. You can see the disc. That's all shiny. You can see the discs there. But yeah, I'll have to learn how to deal with drum brakes, which I don't think that it should be that difficult, but just whenever I need to change brakes, I'll have to do that. So yeah, this is it, my new vehicle. 2001 Toyota 4Runner. Really happy to have it. It's actually one I've been wanting for quite a while. I've always wanted either one of these or a Jeep. A while ago, I was interested in Jeep Cherokees, but they're a bit too small, I think, for my liking. I think this is the perfect gap between Suburban size and SUV size. You'll definitely be seeing her on many more adventures, and I can't wait to show them to you. Those bikers kind of startled me when they drove past me or rode past me. So with this vehicle, I want to try and show you guys a bit more of the things that I do with it, as in like mods and whatnot. With the Suburban, I just kind of did them, and either I talked about them in a video or I didn't. I never really made any videos on the Suburban itself, so I never really showed you guys like anything that I did with it, whether it be minor or large. So I'll try and do that better with this one. Get into some light here. I'll try to do that more with this one, like anything like, you know, new tires, any lift, or installing the winch. Whenever I do that, I want to try and actually show you guys that kind of stuff, just so, you know, if you're interested, you can learn with me and do things as I do, or watch as I do things. Well, that's about it for the video today, guys. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.